Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me and spending some time with me. As I mentioned last week, we're doing something a little bit different because I'm super busy the ending of the summer, traveling a lot and everything. So I'm recording some things that I wrote a while ago. This particular one, I think I wrote in 2016. It's about the Hall of Pre-Birth Planning. And just to give you a little bit of an idea of what that means, it's what I believe happens for us in between lives, before we decide to incarnate again to the earth plane. We get together with our guides and we make a plan and decide what we want to accomplish when we come here, and a lot of the other details and the gifts we bring with us and the impact we want to have and how much we want to take on when we come here. Of course, again, this is my belief system. It's what I have personally experienced, so it is very real for me. But if it's not something that you're quite ready for, or you just want to kind of put it in your back pocket and say, huh, that's cool. Maybe, hope so. Anything is okay. I just hope you enjoy it. I have to kind of put on a little bit of a drama cat because it is a fictional piece. I'm not really good at that. I got to channel my mom, who was real good at it. Anyway, the title of the blog is called The Final Edit, the Hall of Pre-Birth Planning. It's time. We must go now. Oh, okay. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm ready, the weary soul whispered, pulling back its energy. All the elements, all the stars, the planets, they are aligning. We must go now to make the final preparations and seal the sacred contracts. If we do not, the portal will close, and all of your plans, your dreams, and objectives, they will need full revision. The one called Solaris, her soul name beyond and beneath all lifetimes, nodded her head slowly in deference and acceptance. For the most part, there was no turning back. This is what she wanted. Of course, she knew free will will be a treasured gift on the other side, but she also knew it could be a curse as well. I could change my mind at any point along the way and just return home, she thought. No, that would be unacceptable. I've never ultimately succumbed to fear, isolation, and the illusion of separation before. I'm strong, and I'll make sure I take in the necessary amount of energy with me this time. My last trip over there, it was real tough. I depleted my energy quickly and couldn't complete the mission I set out to do. I suppose that's not exactly true. I did complete much of what I'd planned, she remembered, trying to bolster her confidence. It's just that when I got there and I saw all the chaos and the increased pain and suffering, I just wanted to do more. I stayed longer than I planned, and I didn't have enough energy. I'm wiser now, though. I've been working really hard over here. This time I'll remember more quickly. I can handle it. Tensar, the wise and gentle elder, dressed in a deep, rich amethyst robe, escorted Solaris down a long hallway. The walls were made of quartz crystal and lit with a pale pink light. Angels floated wistfully about the two and smiled softly at Solaris. Telepathically, they assured her that they would be with her always to guide and assist her. She needed only to ask. Ah, yes, she sighed, I remember, feeling her courage and her eagerness build quickly. At the end of the hallway, Solaris could see the doors that led to the Hall of Pre-Birth Planning. She had seen those doors and entered through them many times before. When she drew closer, her excitement grew and her determination to follow her soul's path intensified. Hey, the screen is larger this time, Tensar, she said. Why is this so? Is there more I must see? Have things on the other side changed so very much that I must see a great many more things to adequately prepare? Ugh. Why do I morph into such a geek when I talk to him, she wondered. Who talks like that anymore? No, Solaris, Tensar replied. It is your vision that has grown larger. Your insights and wisdom expand beyond anything you have experienced before. The lessons you have learned in past lifetimes have elevated you to a level of teacher and an apprentice, if you will. An apprentice? An apprentice of what? She queried. That is not for me to say. You must do the work necessary in order to uncover that piece of truth for yourself. The elders, myself included, have complete faith in you, or they would not have encouraged you to choose such a difficult, adversity-filled epoch. Geez, she thought, maybe this isn't such a good idea after all. Adversity-filled epoch? That sounds so ominous and downright depressing. True, but that's why I'm choosing it, right? Yep, it is, she countered without hesitation. Besides, it won't all be that challenging. Okay, I'm ready. I can do this. I hope. With that, Solara sat in her familiar place. She could sense a great many souls off in the distance. They were already chosen by her and had accepted her request to take part in her journey to the earth plane. Some would come from her own soul group here in the spirit world. They might play major roles like mother, father, brothers, sisters, spouses, and lifelong friends. Others may be from another soul group and may pass quickly through her life, yet always leaving the necessary impact in order for her to stay on her correct path and accomplish her life mission. Remember, Solaris, Tensar offered, you're free to choose your body, your parents, and family members. You're free to set in motion the purpose for which you have planned and for which we have all agreed upon. These choices are all for one purpose and one purpose only: to be the divine love that you are and to anchor more of that love into the physical world. By doing this, you will be instrumental in helping to heal it and restore the lost heaven on God's precious earth. However, he continued, raising and deepening his voice at the same time, free will is a gift that will never be taken from you. There are many temptations you will face that may cause you to wander from your purpose. There is much fear, anger, and violence that can obscure what is real. Your soul is strong. Stay strong. Stay the course. Your connection to the truth and the still small voice inside of you will guide you. Trust it. The light in the great hall darkened and the screen in front of Solaris lit up. Across the screen it read, final review and editing of the following lifetime of the soul called Solaris. Name chosen, Drusilla Joan Burrough. Date of birth, January 25th, 1954. Time of entrance, 12:01 a.m. Please review the following objectives and possible choices, making any necessary alterations. Remit to soul memory clues and symbols set in place to help you remember your purpose. Recognize other souls who have contracted with you and to stay on course. Okay, here we go, Solaris thought as her energy began to electrify and change color and vibration with every scene she witnessed. Hold on tight, Drusilla. We're in for a bumpy, incredible, crazy ride. I know, Solaris said, shooting out a thought form irritably to Tensar. Be love. I got it. Be love. That's all there is. That's all that's real. I've heard it 1,000,000 times. This time, though, I'm going to get it right. I get that it's serious business going over there. The earth is kind of a mess, and that world really needs more light workers right now. I'm fully committed, and I won't disappoint you, Tensar, I promise. I can still have fun, though, right? She asked coyly. Right. Tensar nodded in a sort of parental way, and with a gentle sigh and a tender smile, he encouraged, Go get him, kiddo. The screen turned black. The hall was now empty. Descending, entering, watery, warm, growing, too tight, emerging, finally pushed out. What will I say? Well, say something. Give it a shot. Say something. Just use your voice. Why? Wait, what? That's not what I was trying to say. Oh boy, I forgot this part. Soft arms, caressing, heartbeat, familiar. I really like this part. The end. So I hope you enjoyed that bit of fiction mixed with truth. I had a lot of fun writing it, and I hope I did an okay job with the drama. But again, this is something that is very true for me because I have experienced it. There's a really good book if you want to it feels, if it resonates inside of you and it feels like it's something that you'd like to explore further. There's a couple of good books. There's one I'll recommend. If you want others, I can give you others too. But to start with, the Journey of the Soul by Michael Newton is an excellent source for this kind of information. He was a psychologist who was very mainstream psychologist, and he kind of fell upon this information inadvertently. Didn't really believe any of it at the time. He was very, traditional. But it just kept coming up. And so he spent about 40 years, I think, with many, many, many case studies that are all within the book. And all the case studies from, didn't matter what religion, what culture none of it mattered. All the experiences all lined up very, very similarly, some identically. So it's fascinating information to explore if that's what you choose to do. If not, I hope you just enjoyed. It was fun. So anyway, thank you once again for, sharing your precious time with me. It does mean a lot. I know I say that over and over again, but it really is true. I appreciate you being with me. I hope I can make a little bit of a difference in people's lives. And I hope everybody has a really great day. So namaste, and I will see you next time.